Hi guys, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. Taylor here. So today I wanted to just do a quick little video on the international driving permits. It is not a driving license. I've seen several people call it that. It is called an international driving permit. Just clear that up. So I've seen a lot of questions about the international driving permit, and I want to go ahead and clear some of that up, clear up whether you need it, whether you need your driver's license, what all this can be used for, and everything else. So let's get into it. So I've seen a lot of questions, a lot of people have asked me, do I need to get an international driving permit? Short answer, yes. Long answer, yes. If you're going to be driving, if you plan on driving, if you want to drive, if you even consider and think about driving in whatever country you're going to, you have to get one of these, period. Now, it's not for every single country. There is a limit to the amount of countries that it's in. I don't exactly know what that limit is or what countries it's not available in, but so far in all the countries that I've been to, it's been a requirement. When I've gone to rent a car to drive, I've had to present this. Identification with me. So on here, there's actually like a list in it where it shows like all of the various countries that will accept the international driving permit. So there's like a list of them. I will put that in the video. It basically states that you have a valid license back at home in the U.S. and that you're authorized to drive a car in other countries. There's really no other requirement other than bringing your valid driver's license to AAA. You can also mail in the documentations. I haven't done that, but I read online that it takes somewhere within like 2 weeks to get back. Depends, but there's usually a AAA office somewhere, within an hour maybe of where you live, depending on where you live. So it shouldn't be too difficult to just drive up there and get it, and then you can get it immediately, and that's what I would suggest doing. But basically, you bring your license with you, you pay $20, the fee is right up there, and then they take a picture of you, and they actually take a passport picture of you. So just FYI, in case you don't have passport photos or you need passport photos, they actually take two, at least when I've gone, and they've given me one. So if you need to get if you need to get your passport done as well, two birds, one stone, rather than going to Walgreens, CVS, and having to print out passport pictures and take them there, you can actually just go here, grab this, get the extra passport picture that they give you, and then you can go to the USPS and get your passport or send it in, whatever you're going to do. But you get this from AAA. It takes like maybe 5-10 minutes to do, and they look over your license, and then on the final page they actually cover it, but they actually write like everything, all of your information and stuff, and then put your passport photo. I know mine looks terrible. I hate my picture, but they write all your information, put it down here, you sign it, and then that's it. Now, you do need your actual driver's license when you're in the foreign country as well. I've seen people ask that. Yes. So if you're going to go and rent a vehicle, they're going to ask for your driver's license, and you're going to have to give them the permit and your driver's license as well, and your passport. So you're going to need all three forms of documentation. When you're driving around and everything, you're going to need the permits. So I always keep mine on me, period. Whenever I travel, I literally have my passport and this permit on me if I'm driving, period. If I'm not driving, then I won't have the permit, but I always have my passport on me, period. It's just, whenever you're in a different country, always carry your passport. I've seen a lot of questions about that. Always carry your passport. Get yourself like a nice little passport wallet like this one says passport, and you can put your passport right in there. Bam, fits there. And then I put like my driving permit right here. It's gonna kind of fold over a little bit, but yeah. See, carry that, done. And I'll link below a couple different passport wallet options. You should always have one of those anyway. But you get this, it's valid for a year. So know that you're going to be going out of the country within that year time span, and then you can go get this. You do have to tell them where you plan on going whenever you go to get the permit, but you don't have to get multiple within a year. So if I got this one March 8th, 2018, it says valid for 1 year from there. It actually says where it was from. It was issued in Heathrow, Florida, because that's where I was at the time when I got this. You can go to any AAA. It doesn't have to be one near where you live or anything. But it's valid till March 8th, 2019. So when I've gone out of the country, when I went to Canada, when I went to Thailand and stuff, I didn't need to, actually I got this to go to Thailand, but I didn't need to get another one for each country that I went to. I just keep this and use this. But when you go, you do have to provide AAA with where you plan on going. And so they can also let you know whether or not the country that you're going to, this is going to be valid in. Now, I have read online and seen where people ran into issues with using these, where they had issues with like the local police and things like that. I can't, and AAA can't necessarily speak for other countries. All of the countries that are in this are supposed to accept this, and it is supposed to be an acceptable form of identification for driving. However, there might be issues that you run into with using it. I haven't personally experienced it, but I have heard of other people that have. But in terms of renting a car, in terms of getting around, you definitely will need this. The only place that I went to was in Phuket, where when I got my a different rental car, actually, they only required like my passport and this. But yes, you definitely have to give them, usually you have to give them your actual driver's license and the permit and your passport. So just take all three with you. If you're like, the plan isn't necessarily to drive, it's $20. Like, you know, why not? If you're planning on traveling and you're planning on doing any driving that's outside of the US, period, and including Canada, Mexico, like you're going to need this. I know that I've heard of people that just use their driver's license in like Canada or maybe Mexico, but I think some of those rules have changed. I don't know. When I was in Canada just a couple of months ago, I rented a car, I had to present them with this. So, and I gave them my driver's license and my passport as well. So I'm just going off of my experience, but definitely get one of these. $20 is nothing, and it will definitely be a lifesaver, and it's valid for a year, so that's always good to do. Kill two birds with one stone. If you don't have passport pictures, go there and get that as well. I do hope this video helped. I hope that this was some great information for you guys. Definitely some necessary information. These are definitely questions that I had whenever I first was going to get a permit and whenever I was just thinking about driving outside of the country. Definitely get one of these. Have them have it with your passport. Carry it with you. You will need your driver's license as well. And now there's no training or anything that is required for this. Which I feel like there should be, because when I used it in Thailand, I was a bit scared. I've never driven on the opposite side of the road before, and on the opposite side of the car, it was very weird. I don't speak Thai, I can't really read signs and everything, but a lot of the countries that are in here, a lot of the signs are pretty universal or in English. Stop signs look like stop signs, red lights don't mean red, things like that. There are other things about traffic and road safety and proper etiquette for driving in other countries that you're going to want to definitely do your research and look up. AAA is not going to tell you. They're not going to provide you with that information there. This is just saying that you're authorized to drive a vehicle there. So definitely always do research before you go anywhere and look up proper driving, proper etiquette, rules of the road, things like that, so that way you can be safe, because this doesn't give you magical knowledge of how people in other countries drive, which is very different than how they drive in the US, I promise, and very different than how they drive in your hometown, in your home state. So you do want to look that stuff up. And if you get pulled over by the police, telling them that you're an American is not necessarily going to stop them from giving you a ticket. It's your job and your responsibility to know the rules of the road, just like it is here. Having a driver's license here means that you went through courses and classes here to get your driver's license. However, you don't necessarily need to go through that for these other countries. But the expectation is that you know what you're doing and know what the proper rules of the road are in that country. Whether or not you can turn right at a red, whether or not you can turn left on one way, whatever. Like, you have to look that stuff up, just like when you go to any other state. Different states have different requirements for driving. Same way in different countries. So do your research and make sure you look up what is proper road etiquette and what are the proper things to do when driving in those countries. Because this doesn't come with magical knowledge of that. So do look that up. Anyways, I do hope this video was helpful. I do hope I was able to teach you guys about getting an international driving permit. Definitely get one of these if you're going to be traveling outside of the country and you plan on driving or plan on renting a car. Just get one. $20 is nothing in terms of how much you're going to spend on your trip. All right, if you guys want to see more how-to videos like this and more Let's Get Into It videos, click here. If you guys want to see other videos of how to travel to other countries and where I've gone and how you can go there too, click here. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you guys around the world. Bye.